Briscoe is there, but not going to be able to pounce. Denny does it again. He's got the Dover hat trick.
Something strange happened at Dover. One driver made headlines for all the right reasons. Another made headlines for all the wrong ones. And somehow, both moments told the same story. Joe Gibbs Racing isn't just surviving in NASCAR, they're setting a new standard. From Denny Hamlin's elite performance to Taylor Gray's stunning recovery after a costly penalty, what happened behind the scenes reveals more than just race results. It exposes the core of what keeps this team at the top. The Autotrader EchoPark Automotive 400 at Dover, often called the Monster Mile, pulled out all the stops this Sunday. Rain delays, double overtime, fierce pressure from his own teammates, Hamlin rose above it all to claim his 58th career Cup Series win, his 4th of this season alone. Imagine being 44 years old, 2 decades deep into your Cup Series career, and still chasing victories like he's a rookie. That's a level of drive you rarely see.
19 getting with it. Chase Briscoe, pressure tires. Can he clear off a 2? No, he cannot. Hamlin is there.
On race day, he raced smart. An untimely rain caution left him on older tires, while younger rivals like Christopher Bell and Chase Briscoe hit fresher rubber. Instead of folding, Hamlin used every ounce of experience, running wide, playing the dirty air game, and using his track knowledge to disrupt challengers. When Briscoe got close, Hamlin dug in. During double overtime, veteran instincts clutched the win. It felt like watching an artist at work on concrete. He had planned this moment.
Fighting hard on the outside.
Bowman up the third. Here we go. White flag is out.
Oh,
Next flag will end the race. Hamlin to the lead in front of Briscoe.
As soon as the checkered flag dropped, Joe Gibbs delivered a telling assessment. Speaking to Sirius XM NASCAR radio, he said, "I've got to tell you, he's after it right now. I think that's 58 for Denny. At this point in his career, he is after it in the sim, working extremely hard. I just really appreciate him and his leadership with all of our other drivers. Everybody in our competition meetings is really a big deal. Proud of everybody back home."
I gotta tell you, he's after it right now. I think that's 58 for Denny. Just great. I gotta tell you, at this point in his career, he is after it in the sim, working extremely hard. I just really appreciate him and his leadership with all of our other drivers, everybody in our competition meetings. Really a big deal. Just proud of him, proud of everybody back home.
That's more than praise, it's a declaration. Gibbs highlighted how Hamlin remains heavily involved in simulator work and team briefings, influencing everything from practice to on-track execution. For a guy who has already racked up nearly 60 wins, this level of dedication is almost unheard of, especially at 44. And when you consider Hamlin's mental toughness at Dover, a track notorious for chewing up tires and patience, you realize Gibbs sees much more than a driver. He sees a guiding force. No favoritism, just respect, earned by consistent performance and a mindset focused on pushing everyone to be better. Hamlin's performance also reflected a deeper trust between driver and crew. Every decision from tire calls to line choices was executed with quiet precision. This isn't just a team following strategy, it's a crew that has spent years reading each other's instincts. That's the kind of chemistry that only comes with time, setbacks, and an unshakable desire to improve. And that desire, it's what separates the good from the legendary. But while Hamlin's star shines brighter with age, another JGR driver found himself in a starkly different headline. Saturday brought a jolt for JGR's Xfinity Series number 54 car, driven by Taylor Gray. During tech inspection at Dover, the team failed twice before finally squeaking through on the third go. Under NASCAR rules, that second failure triggers automatic penalties consequences the team felt immediately.
Taylor is ready for that start. Good launch by the 54 to get the track position he needs, kind of control that corner down in turn 1.
Penalty number 1. A crew member had to pack up and leave the venue. That kind of disruption goes deeper than just manpower. It affects pit chemistry, strategy calls, the whole rhythm on race weekend. And there was a second blow. JGR lost their pit selection privilege for the next race in Indianapolis. That means no priority pit stall, longer stop times, and a tougher road next week. The good news? Gray bucked the trend. Come qualifying, he roared to pole at Dover. Talk about turning lemons into lemonade. That kind of rebound is exactly what teams dream of when penalties hit hard. Gray's pole position didn't just send a message to rivals, it was a loud answer to every critic questioning his discipline and a confidence boost to a team that had just taken a hit. In racing, redemption rarely comes so fast, but when it does, it's electric. Some might chalk it up to bad luck, but this wasn't Gray's first tech stumble. Just last month at Mexico City, the same Xfinity team was fined for a lug nut violation. Taken together, these incidents suggest Gray's team needs more attention under the hood and maybe a stricter checklist. But here's the kicker. The penalties sparked action, and Gray responded like a pro. He didn't let frustration build, he let it fuel him. Now let's zoom back to Hamlin's world where strategy and history collide. Mere days before Dover, Hamlin had been talking about Martin Truex Jr., another longtime JGR star, on the Happy Hour podcast. He credited Marty's influence with unlocking his own comfort at Dover, saying it wasn't the car, it was the driver's approach. That's vital context. Hamlin is absorbing wisdom from the past to dominate today, leveling up from hunter to mentor.
It's not the car, it's the driver and their approach.
Meanwhile, Gibbs made it clear, at JGR there are no secret favors. It's fair and square racing, Hamlin leads by example, not by decree. That's the message to every young driver in the program. Earn it. Even when it comes to teammates like Bell Briscoe and Ty Gibbs, it's an open track, and open respect, as Hamlin's recent win and Gibbs's praise show. Two stories, two JGR drivers, one triumphant veteran leading from the front, one young gun learning leadership the hard way. For Hamlin, being after it means more than winning races. It means bringing drivers along, pushing the standard in simulations, team meetings, on-track battle execution, and balancing the pressures of age and ambition. Gibbs summed it up. Proud of the group, blessed with teammates who compete without backing down. For Gray, a pair of tech failures could have derailed momentum. Instead, the team adjusted. Gray stepped into pole position, and JGR avoided the weekend disaster. That kind of pivot isn't taught in school. It's learned. And what makes it even more compelling is how both stories reflect the dual identity of Joe Gibbs Racing. On one side, you have seasoned pros setting standards. On the other, you have rising talent navigating mistakes and showing flashes of brilliance. Together, they form a culture that's as dynamic as it is disciplined. So how will these threads weave next weekend? Hamlin now targets win 60, an important milestone that edges him into legendary territory. If he can maintain this mid-season form through Darlington, Bristol, Indy, and into the chase, we're looking at a narrative that could define his career's final act. Gray, meanwhile, heads to Indy with no pit selection and a chip on his shoulder. He's already shown he can bounce back. Now we'll see if he can do it under tougher conditions. And don't forget, JGR is running on all fronts. Joe Gibbs isn't just coaching, he's orchestrating. He ensures Hamlin leads by action. He expects Gray to grow through accountability. Dover showed both ends of the JGR journey, a seasoned champion still setting the pace, a rising talent learning the importance of precision and consequence. One thrives in pressure, leading quietly but profoundly. The other stumbles, adjusts, and shoots back to the front row. That's what the JGR culture is all about. No shortcuts, no favoritism, just effort, resulting in veteran brilliance and rookie growth. If Hamlin keeps hunting, simulator late nights, race day grit, win 60 might not be far off. And if Gray keeps learning from mistakes, his career could follow a similar rise. So here's the real question. Will this weekend mark Hamlin's best chapter yet? Will Gray's pit penalty be a launchpad for bigger things? Drop your thoughts below. Can JGR balance veteran experience and youthful energy well enough to dominate the rest of the season? Hit like if you see that momentum building, subscribe for weekly breakdowns, and let's watch this story unfold.